Hello and welcome. This is Cherie with Rehash Fiber. Today I'm going to introduce you to a brand new line of yarn. About a month ago, Kristen, the owner of Panbanged Knits in Brooksville, Florida, contacted me and let me know that she was coming out with her own line of yarn for her store. I was super excited about it. Also, there is way more to it than just buying beautiful yarn. She has incorporated the town into the yarn, and that makes it even more special. Especially if you're somebody like me and I love to explore yarn stores around the world, and then you go there and it's got more than just the yarn, but the town involved in it. So I went up to the store yesterday with my friend Erica, and I planned on taping Kristen talking about her yarn. It was kind of funny because every time we go there, she gives us a briefing on what's new, and she was already giving us the briefing, and I was like, wait a minute, I need to tape this. So I'm gonna let her do the talking about the yarn, and you are gonna be jumping in mid-sentence, but she goes on to tell a whole lot of good stuff about it. But I'm gonna preface what she's talking about. She's letting the businesses in town sponsor a color of yarn in sock weight, and they get to have their name on the label and their QR code and their information. They're incorporated, it's helping them, it's helping her. They do pay a price for that year to have the yarn named after them. So what she's doing is showing off the one that Caveman Cookers has sponsored. And you're gonna hear about that and how some of the businesses like to incorporate what their business is into the color that they choose. So you'll hear all about it.
Is one for Caveman Cookers, and it's got like all these different tones in it, and they thought it looked like embers because they do custom smokers and cookers and stuff. So she's like over the moon about that. So all their stuff will have the special label on it for the Landmark series, and then it's the rooted in home, and you've got like the whole vibe because their base is the water tower sock.
Okay.
And water tower sock, I picked that because when you're in the shop, you can look right out there and you can see the water tower. And then Main Street DK is because you're right here on Main Street, and that's the beating heart of every single little town you will ever go into is their Main Street. And then you've got the courthouse steps. And the courthouse steps, that's where everybody gathers. Here they play music from Thanksgiving all the way through the 1st. They have the big Christmas tree lighting. You go there for prom pictures. You go there to just hang out. They've got like the little eateries with the little benches outside. It's like the gathering place that isn't the county fair.
Yeah.
And then the Heritage Oak. Brooksville has so many like historic homes, and they're all covered with the big, huge 100,000-year-old trees. And it's all part of bringing the yarn into what makes Brooksville where I want to live. And then having the bases have all the special squish and all the colors. I didn't do any solids. Mm-hmm. And if you've met me, I don't do anything. If you want solids, you'll have to go look for something that's solid. But we did over 214 colors, and I made sure that all the palette, like you can take this and get anywhere you want in any of these colors from anywhere.
It's like all the base colors are rooted together.
Exactly.
So they still coordinate.
Right, which is like your town.
Yep.
Look at all the different people you've got, and somehow we come together cohesively. So even with that, I think it tells a little bit of a story.
Right.
So it tried to make me super happy.
So you said you don't have solids, so explain this to me, because this looks solid.
Yeah. No, what I did is because I can't function very well with just one thing in my life. I have to have all the things all the time. So when I was looking at colors that other hand dyers have, they may have really rich colors, but they don't have the depth to them. So I wanted the stuff that I do to have like almost 3 colors in every single color. So when you look at this, you'll see that it has like the baby pink, but then it goes all the way to holy sheep shit, wow, hot pink. So no matter what kind of pink you like, you can come in and find a tonal that'll get you from either something that's baby like this or all the way down to something that's like, holy wow, I can't believe I have that in my life. But when you take them outside, that's when they really shine, because in here, no matter what kind of lighting I put on it, you can't really see the different colors. Like the Cabernet is one of my favorites, and I don't even know where it went, but
I took it.
You took it. Rude.
That's my color.
Like this one, did you take it outside?
I took it to the window.
Oh, you're gonna have to go outside because you'll see the chocolate and the wine, and then you'll see like this little heathered grape that goes through it. Because when you look at it from a distance, it looks like it's just one color. But then you take it outside and you're like, oh, because you're nuanced and layered, just like this, right?
Yes.
So that was my jam with that, and then I made sure that we sourced everything here in the United States with our fiber. So it goes from farm to dyer, and then to mill to dyer, and they're all here. So that was kind of a big deal. And then trying to come up with colors, I saw a lot of other people when they dye, because I'm not going to dye. That is not my job. Nope, pump the brakes. I want to use the yarn. I want the colors. I want to use the yarn. I don't want to do any of the dyeing. That's for somebody else. But I started seeing that they would take like these boards and put them together, and they'd be like, I want these to represent the color. So I'm going to make a color that matches that. So for like the last 2 years, I've been going through and just making random. My house looks like a disaster because I have all these little pictures that I print out, and my husband came home and he's like, what? And I'm like, well, this is going to be a color. He's like, gotta go, got things to do, but you go, girl, you go. I'm behind you all the way. So, when I say this is from my brain to this wall, it took a while to get there, but it's here, and I'm just really excited to be able to share this vision with everybody. I think it's going to be jam up and jelly tight. Do you like some sparkles?
Yes.
So
But that isn't like an itchy, shiny yarn.
No,
Which
I was
sometimes they can be.
super worried because a lot of times when you get something shiny, it irritates your skin. And I want to be able to wear my shiny. So when I started going through, I went through like 4 different blends of stuff, and I found out that the Rambouillet, for whatever reason, when you put it with the merino, I guess because it has a longer strand, it kind of pushes the stellina down so it doesn't poke your skin. It doesn't have that hard edge. And when I started working with it, I was like, oh, pick me. This is the one. So it is a little less cost effective, but it's a whole heck of a lot yayer than the,
Well, as a spinner, there's a big difference for me with a finished Rambouillet yarn. It has like a...
Ooh, I like how you say that.
It's like... But as a spinner?
No,
it has a different finish.
The Rambouillet.
The Rambouillet.
Yeah, I didn't say it fancy like that.
I call it sproings. Like it has life in it.
Yeah.
Whereas merino just feels limp to me. And so the Rambouillet, it does. It kind of like poofs out more. And it helps with that.
And when you, like, this is crocheted. And normally when you crochet stuff, you don't get the drape, but I mean, for reals, man.
Yeah.
Right? And you can rub it. And it doesn't make you want to, scratch your skin off. So I was super, super excited, and I can't believe how much the community has gotten behind us on this and how excited they are about it. It's ridiculous. The fact that they've gone whole hog with this, as a matter of fact, completely unrelated. I was sitting on the couch, and it was just an average day in here, and I get a phone call at the shop, and it's the former mayor, and he called, and he's like, Chris, those windows. And I didn't know if I should clap my hands or wag my tail, but I'm like, yeah, did you like it? And he goes, yeah, what is it? Are you rebranded? And I go, no, we're always going to be Panbanged Knits, but this is our very own label. So when people come in from everywhere else, everybody wants to take home something, and if you're a knitter or crocheter, we got you now.
How many businesses did you say have joined in on the colorways?
Right now for the Landmark series, we've got right at 27 different businesses who have picked a hand-dyed color in the sock base, and it will be named after them for a year. And then it'll have like a QR code on it that goes directly to their business. So not only are these businesses being able to be seen in a place they wouldn't normally be seen, but we like that. I mean, you pick up a color and say it's, for example, the Pearl Porch Boutique or Citrus and Sage Bookshop, and you're like, well, how'd that get its name? Well, we have this amazing boutique right down here, or dun-da-da-da. Right over here, we have our very own, bookstore.
Yeah.
And it really brings the community together, and you're going to go there. Yeah. You're going to want to go. I told them we're going to make a big deal out of people taking their yarns and going, will you sign this label for me?
That's so cute. Yeah.
Please, sir. you know? So it's gonna be amazing when you tell people, oh, I made this out of Panbanged and Brooksville General Auto and Coastal Business Services, or, you know, whatever it is, but it's super amazing. So I'm like, yay. Oh, yay.
How about that introduction straight from Kristen herself? Isn't it great? So I do want to show you just some of the yarns close up. And then also she is very encouraging about taking the yarn outside and looking at it with the sun shining on it, because that really does bring out those different colors that she does have in all the yarns. But in the ones that appear to be solid, if you take it outside, you can see all the different shades. Very cool. So we had fun with that. It is just a great yarn store to hang out at. We spend the entire day there and love every minute of it. So if you get a chance to come to Florida and go to Brooksville, definitely stop in Panbanged Knits, talk to Kristen. She treats everyone like their family, and you will be able to peruse the beautiful Brooksville Fiber Company yarns. I did come home with 3. Now, I wanted to bring home so much more, but I live in a room full of yarn, so I do have to limit myself a little bit. But check out these. These are gonna go great together, and this is her signature color, which is confetti, which is so Kristen, because she is just a pop full of colorful energy. So do check it all out.
It'll have a seam. Yeah. And then you're just gonna have one little touch here.
All right, everybody, happy everything. Yarn, yarn stores, and tons of fun with the fiber art. Thanks for watching.